The Goa State Legislative Assembly Secretary refused to provide information on a 2-day special training camp that was held for newly elected MLAs as requested by Advocate Iris Rodriguez. The reason given was that it would be against the state constitution to disclose the work of the Secretariat.
On June 27 and 28, a 2-day special training camp was held for the newly elected MLAs. Advocate Iris had asked for the details and expenditure under the authority of the RTI. However, the Legislative Assembly Secretary refused to provide information, saying it does not fit into the RTI Act. Iris told Goa 365 that he will appeal to the State Information Commission.
We have said that it is exempt under Section 8(1)(c) of the RTI Act, read with the Rule of 37, Clause 16. So I have followed all the constitutional provisions as well as the rules of procedure of the Goa Legislative Assembly. Then later on, Advocate Rodriguez came in first appeal before me, since I am the first appellate authority. And there today I passed an order dismissing his appeal. I have followed all the constitutional provisions as well as the Goa Legislative Assembly rules.
Because similar information sought by me regarding the training session held for MLAs in 2012, the complete information was furnished to me in 2012.
The RTI Act was originally enacted to bring transparency in the government apparatus, but it is surprising why the Secretary of State of Goa refused to provide the information he had requested in his RTI. Advocate Iris Rodriguez told media.
She has passed an order dismissing the appeal filed by me, and in her order she has noted that giving the information to me would be interfering in the working of the House. She has, in her order, admitted that the rules of business of the Legislative Assembly, as stated by me in my appeal, have never been notified. At least she has agreed to that. Now, in which way would I be pressurizing the Speaker or interfering with the functioning of the House? This is a finding which she has come to. Is very strange, because the RTI Act was enacted for transparency in governance, so that there is transparency and we come to know everything that the government or government institutions do. So the Goa Legislative Assembly, Goa Legislature Secretariat comes within the purview of the RTI Act. There is a PIO appointed, there is a first appellate authority appointed. So this whole thing is to deny information which is not permissible in terms of the RTI Act. So now against this order, I would prefer an appeal immediately before the State Information Commission and let the State Information Commission decide.
In 2012, he similarly asked for information on the work of the Secretariat and it was given. But now, the Secretary is reluctant to provide information, he said. Listen to Legislative Assembly Secretary Namrata Ulman's response to the allegation.
All that I had asked was information on the 2-day training session held for MLAs in the month of June this year. And I had also asked for total expenditure incurred on that event. So this is information which is available, and by no stretch of imagination would it be breach of the privilege of the House. She in her order today states that furnishing this information would be breach of the information, breach of the House, but she doesn't say how.
There is a breach of privilege. That is why I have followed the constitution and I have taken this decision.
Vincent Rosario for Goa 365 from Porvorim.